Good morning everybody, how are we doing? I am super excited today. It's a bit of a sort of excitement and anxiety, anticipation should I say. Today I am in Bunbury, just down at Cabana Bay right now, which is basically the dolphin centre. Not going in the dolphin centre, just thought I'd come here, have a coffee, watch the sunrise this morning, which was lovely. And yeah, basically just chill out before I go and do my MC test today. So MC test, if you're not familiar in the world of trucking, is basically multi-combination driver. So I will be able to drive a truck that has 2 or more trailers. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm hoping that they let me bring you guys along for the journey so you can see what it's all about, and hopefully I can show you the process. So yeah, I'm just excited for today. It's going to be a big one. I'm staying here overnight at a hotel just down the road here, and yeah, we're just gonna explore as well while we're here, because why not? I'm free today. I have no rush to get about. I've got to go start my course at 10 AM. It's 7:30 now, so I've still got 2.5 hours to just reach about and see what's going on. So come along for the ride and let's go. So originally I was never sure whether I'd actually get back into doing trucking when I came to Australia. I was kind of in two minds. I was like, do I just stick to what I know? It's what my channel's about, or was about at least before I came here. Do I just sort of go along with it and show people what it's like to become a truck driver in Australia, or do I try my hand at something new? And I'm still not fully decided on what I want to do for the rest of my life, if that makes sense, here in Australia. I definitely want to give truck driving a go. So I'm getting my license, and in January I will probably do truck driving for at least a while, just to see what it's like, compare it to the UK, and it's always a good thing to have to fall back on if I need it. So yeah, that's what today's about really, basically. Let's go enjoy some sightseeing. Let's go have a little look. Come on, let's go. Docks. Have a little stroll along the beach. There's a reason why it looks quiet down there, and that is because simply it's a construction site. So yeah, there's not much going on down there other than construction. I don't know, should we park there and go to the beach? Now we're going to have a little drive around, because I know that there is a coffee shop on the other side of this housing estate, should I say. So yeah, we'll pop over there and grab a coffee. Pretty chipper, I don't know if you can sort of tell, but yeah, I'm pumped for this today. I really needed something like this to sort of switch things up in my life a bit. It's been nice doing the work I've been doing, but yeah, I'm ready for a bit of a change. I think that's one thing I miss about being a truck driver, is the constant change of scenery and going to different places, meeting new people all the time. And it's nice to be in a store and have that sort of safety, I guess, if you like, where you sort of know what you're doing day in, day out. But I'm not that kind of person. I get bored quick when it comes to doing things like just standing and just, yeah, showing people the same old things and so on and so forth. I have to be out and about and exploring. It is in my nature, I believe. And I think that's part of the reason why we're here in Australia. If I was somebody that just wanted to sit around and be stagnant, we'd probably still be in the UK. I think it's very easy for us to get set in our ways and not explore. There's a whole world out there, man. Like, you've got to put yourself out there a bit more, in my opinion. Like, life is too short to say, oh, I'm just going to live in Thurrock for the rest of my life. Just go to a dead-end job and never really live anywhere else. No, man, that's not me. And each to their own. If that's what you want to do, then fair play. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's go see this. Wow, guys, look at this. This is just beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen that many container ships before. I don't know if you can see them very well on camera, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 container ships. Yeah, kind of Fremantle probably. Fremantle docks. Go have a little stroll along the beach, I guess. Not a bad place to start your day, is it? I'm gonna have a little look, see if the coffee shop's open. Grab myself a coffee. Feeling quite thirsty. Yeah, let's go check it out. Ah, yes. This is what life is all about. Coffee at the beach. I'm going to be going down there in a minute. Have a little stroll. Hopefully, one day this is where I'll be moving to. Nice little cafe on the beach. What a place to have, eh? So when I came out this morning, I obviously it was cold this morning. It was 4 AM when I left for Bunbury, and as you can see, I'm in jogging bottoms and safety boots, but now it's getting pretty warm, and I might have to put some shorts on before I go do this course today. I don't know if I'm sitting in a air-conditioned classroom or going to be out in a yard or what not. I guess I'll find out when I'm there, but yeah, for now I'm just gonna chill and enjoy this. This is just beautiful, breathtaking. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. There's nothing that makes me more happy than just being alone and just being able to walk across the beach, listening to the waves crashing against the shore. It's just medicine. That's what it is. It is natural medicine. There's nothing like it, and I get to do this pretty much whenever I want. I'm actually a little bit gutted. This morning, I forgot to say to you guys, when I was at Cabana Bay, there was actually dolphins that come up to the shore. Apparently it's quite a common thing. Every morning they'll come up to the shore, and there'll be the dolphin centre that, I don't know if they feed them or what, but yeah, it's very common for them to come up to the shore and basically say hello. But I was probably about 20 minutes late, so yeah, maybe next time if I get here a little bit earlier. Although I left at 4 AM, so I don't think I'm getting here any much earlier than that. But yeah, just if you're ever in Bunbury or you live in Bunbury, then come and experience it. It's just, yeah. Right, so we have arrived at the testing centre. So the MC truck licence, as you can see, I've got my lovely uniform on, high vis. I think that is going to be the bad boy that we might be driving. Not 100% sure yet, but we'll find out very soon, I'm sure. So yeah, let's go check it out. I've just been in hour or so later, hour and a half later, whatever it is, I don't know, I don't actually even check the time. Just done my theory part of the test, the boring bit out of the way, waiting for that to be marked, and then yeah, hopefully in about half an hour, if I've passed, which I think I've done well, yeah, we should be able to go for a little drive. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Hopefully I can take you guys with me, but we'll see. I'll have to ask the assessor or whatever. I'm just gonna stand here and just eat my banana. Is it just me, but whenever you're in a Mao environment, you have to eat a banana like this? No, just me? Ah. Yeah, fun stuff. So we're halfway through. I've just been doing some reversing. This is the baby that we're in at the moment. Yeah, reversing's fun, man. I'm not going to say that I'm a professional at it, because I'm definitely not, but yeah, it's definitely a challenge. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. So here we are at the hotel. Pretty shabby. Look at that. Indoor swimming pool, a restaurant area. Bad at all. Let's go have a little look. So it's been a long day, I'm not going to lie. My head is wrecked. It's quite a lot to take in actually today. I was quite surprised. What room are we? 323. Look at this. This is epic. I'm gonna have to go in here, have a shower, because I absolutely stink. I've gone a long way. I don't know why I did this. My room was probably right on the other side, looking over to the actual street. But yeah, we're gonna take a walk around, apparently. But yeah, this is fancy for me. I've not ever stayed in a place quite this fancy before, if I'm honest with you. Try and keep it humble, but it's just fandangle. 323, 320. Where are we? 321. Alrighty, the kitchen out. I'm gonna take my shoes off. So, sad thing is about this. Right, so, the missus and the kids were supposed to be coming with me, but they couldn't get the time off of work, or Mrs. couldn't get the time off of work, so she's had to stay back with the kids. So I do have a choice of beds to myself. It's a little bit sad really, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit gutted that she couldn't come with me and enjoy this, but it is what it is. It's only one night. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a shower, get ready, and yeah, go and explore what Bunbury has. I don't think there's much of a view. Let's have a quick little look for you guys. A view of another hotel, maybe. Yeah, kind of see the water. Yeah, probably got the worst side of the building, but hey ho, it is what it is. Lock that. Right, I'll catch you guys in a bit once I'm showered and ready to get out of here. So, all changed, feeling a bit fresher, a bit nicer, ready to go out and get something to eat. But I'm also a little bit worried because I gave my driving license to my instructor and I don't remember him giving it back to me. So I've got back to the hotel and I've gone to check in and I've realised that my driving license isn't in my wallet, which is where I always keep it and it never leaves there. So I'm hoping that he's got it in his pocket. Otherwise, we might have a bit of a problem tomorrow. But fingers crossed, he's got it. Let's go check out Bunbury, I guess. Find some food. I'm freaking starving. So I was going to do a bit more exploring and going to the beach for the sunset was the plan. But to be honest with you, I've just had a beer and something to eat after a long day. I'm fucking knackered. So I'm going to go back to the room, talk to my wife, say goodnight to my children, and call it a day till tomorrow, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow. Right, good morning guys. So we are leaving the hotel now. Oh, I slept well, really well, like a baby, because yesterday was full on, but I still feel tired. So we're definitely going to go and have to find some caffeine. Coffee stop will be the first port of call. It's pretty early, it's 5:30, So I've got an hour and a half until I need to be there. Right, so time to head off and find some luxury fluid, or as I also like to call it, coffee. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired this morning. Hopefully it's just, you know, that tiredness when you wake up, and then yeah, by the time I've had a coffee, sat about for a little while, I should start to feel good again. We will see. It is a beautiful morning. It's going to be very hot today, 27 degrees. I say very hot, not very hot in Australian standards, but hot compared to the weather we have had of late, that's for sure. It was pretty intense, as I was saying. I don't know, I've been out of the game for so long, I say so long, a year, it's been long enough. Forgot how taxing actually driving can be on you. Like, yeah, it can really take a toll on you. And like yesterday, obviously being out of a truck for so long, and the concentration levels that I had with it being an MC as well, just having to take that a little bit more care than you usually would in a semi. I say that, you know, a little bit more care as in like taking more room, just having to judge things a little bit different to usual. Yeah, it's quite daunting, but yeah, no, it was fun, it was good. Learned a lot yesterday for sure. Usually when I do courses and stuff like that, I'm not quiet, but I don't really ask that many questions. But I feel that's kind of just my age. As I've got older, I want to sponge it all up. I want to get all the knowledge I can before I go out on the road, because I made that mistake before where I've gone and done my test in the UK, and then you go to a job and they just throw you in the deep end and expect you to know everything, and you're like, oh, well, I wasn't taught that, I didn't ask about that. So yeah, this time I'm like not taking any chances. Like, I'm like, so okay, so this trailer's different to that trailer, so how do I connect that one up? Is it different? And he's like been showing me, oh yeah, these have got these pins and so on and so forth. So it's been very, very good in terms of that. Where am I going? Yes. No, don't know. Maybe I think I have to pull over and chuck on Google Maps. Just driving. You're probably not in a rush this morning, isn't it? But yeah, it's been fun. It was definitely, but like by the time I'd finished, my brain was just fried. I was just like, okay, this is a lot to take in. Tomorrow I've got to recite all these things, and he's going to be filming me. Like, not that I'm shy of being filmed, obviously, but when I do filming, it's because I want to do filming, not because, you know, I'm being assessed. So it's slightly different. Oh, come on, mate. Oh, don't you love that? Should have picked the other lane. I knew it. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on because I'm just waffling now. I'm gonna go get myself a coffee, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of revision in the car while I'm waiting for it all to start. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in a little while. I'll try and get some of the truck stuff in today. I don't know if I can, but yeah, it's just one of those things. So I've arrived at the testing centre, and I'm just going over some of the procedures and all that fun stuff. Yeah, all this paperwork. I'm feeling confident, but also feeling a little bit apprehensive, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long time since I've been in a truck. We've got an hour assessment of actual driving, and then the rest will be pre-checks, coupling, uncoupling, and then mid-journey checks. Mid-journey checks is not something that we get taught in the UK, which I think is kind of a good thing. So for you, those of you that don't know what mid checks are, is basically when you're sort of halfway down the road or whatever, you pull over and you just go around and just do another set of checks, just making sure your load's still secure, making sure that, you know, everything's roadworthy, I guess. It's just a good way to sort of keep on top of things. You can do it whenever you want. You could do it like after 5 hours, you know, once you're having your first break, because here in Australia you can go 5.5 hours before you have to have a break, half-an-hour break, which obviously is a lot different to the UK. It's 4.5 hours. So yeah, I think that's a good thing. So it's basically when you stop, have your break, and then you can just quickly go around, do your mid checks, just make sure everything's still, I mean, it's kind of what you do anyway, I suppose, if you're in the UK. I mean, I did anyway when I was in the UK. Always, if I'd had my break, after I'd finished my break, I'd always have a little run around. Probably not quite as in depth as this, but yeah, it's definitely a good thing to do, especially like I've had it before when I did flatbeds, and you've got your, for example, I was doing concrete blocks and they're ratcheted down with straps. Now after a while of driving, the vibrations, the movement, sometimes those straps do start to come slightly loose, so it's always good to pull over and just make sure they're tight. So I used to do, back in the UK, I used to get loaded and then I used to drive literally, I don't know, maybe a mile, and then I would pull over as soon as I can and then just make sure that they hadn't moved at all, and then carry on with my day. So it is essentially that. But yeah, it's gonna be a hot day today, so that's gonna be fun. I got burnt yesterday, my face, you can see it's a little bit red. It's gonna be hotter than yesterday, and you have to tilt the cab forward, which is something different we don't do in the UK, and do all your checks like underneath the engine bay and stuff like that, which is fun, especially when it's 27 degrees and you've got to jack that cab. Anyone that's ever done that before will know that that's not the easiest thing in the world. Excuse me. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and do some revision. I've got about another 20 minutes to go before I've got to go in there. And then, yeah, we'll get the show on the road today. And hopefully, by the end of the day, we will have a pass and I will be able to look for a job come January. Exciting stuff. Wow. Okay, so I passed. I am officially a MC driver in Australia. Won't be doing anything till January with it, but I have the license, so time to head back to the good old part of the world where I live. Video protected, that's the dash cam. Anyway, yeah, so pretty happy with myself. Did it pretty well. Apparently not any mistakes or anything, so yeah, onwards and upwards, I guess. Let's go. All right guys, thanks for joining me. So we are on our way back from the MC test. We are just heading into a place called Donnybrook, and the earth movers that have been making me go 40 kilometers an hour pretty much for the past 30k or whatever it must be are finally turning off, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna, because I'm mostly stationary, I'm gonna quickly get my phone and just show you guys what I'm talking about. Put this in the video. There we go. So yeah, these massive earth movers are sort of, looks like they're, I don't know, pulling off, taking a different route, so I don't think they can fit through the main town bit here, which is good, and we can carry on. The main reason I wanted to talk to you guys, right, now they're gone, the main reason I wanted to talk to you guys is because I wanted to run through with you guys what it was like doing the MC test. So it was quite intense, I'm not gonna lie. I actually feel like I was a bit underprepared. I went in excuse the pun, semi-prepared, I would say. Now, the questions weren't the hardest in the world, but I was expecting multiple choice questions, and that wasn't the case. The questions were basically, they were asking you what something is, like a synchro mesh gearbox, what is it, and then you have to write your answer. So it wasn't just like, oh, A, B, C, D, let's just have a guess, or it's that one. Yeah, so I actually thought that it would be a lot easier than it was, is what I'm trying to say. Now, that was the first day, and then we went out and done a little bit of driving, and yeah, basically went over what to expect, what we was looking for in the assessment, and yeah, just had a little sort of feel for the journey. Now, a lot of things are very similar to the UK, but there are obviously many things that are different. In terms of coupling and uncoupling, they do it the old school way here, and I think that's because, maybe not all over Australia, but predominantly where I am here, there seems to be a lot more older vehicles. In the UK, anything over 10 years, you kind of like, oh, that's a classic, whereas it's quite common here to have a Kenworth that's older than me. Not common, but more common than not, if that makes sense. So yeah, you kind of learn things the old way rather than what you would in the UK, which would be a more sort of, I don't know, modern way, if you like. Not saying that either is better or worse, it's just different and works different for obviously the different trucks. Had a nice early start, 7 AM this morning. Said hello, got in the truck, and basically it went for a little drive just to sort of get comfortable again. Went around the block, stopped at the trailer park, went through all the drills, everything that was expected in the assessment, and then we headed back to near where the yard is and the assessment started. We drove a little way down the road, stopped at the trailer park, road train park they call it. Did an uncoupling. No, first of all we did a reverse, that was fine. Then we did an uncoupling, coupled that back up. So you have to obviously just like pretend that you're sort of uncoupled from one trailer and pretend that you're coupling up to a new trailer that you've never seen before. Do all that, do all your checks. Obviously at the start of the drive, when the assessment starts, you do all your pre-checks, which is pretty standard. If you've been truck driving, then you'll kind of know roughly what to do. Obviously there's a few other little bits that will be taken into consideration, obviously being more than one trailer. And then yeah, once you've done your coupling, uncoupling, you go for a little bit more of a drive, pull over in a parking bay, or as we would call back in the UK, hard shoulder. No, not hard shoulder. Lay-by, yeah. It's been so long since I've been back that I get muddled with my words. Anyway, and then yeah, once you pull over in the lay-by, you then do your mid-trip checks. So essentially similar to kind of your pre-checks. You're just going over, checking that, you know, all the tyres are good, everything's all up to standard, there's no damage, you know, nothing's moved on the trailer, it's all good. Basically just going over that. And then from there we head out and we did a nice, I don't know, it must have been about half an hour drive, just driving around, just yeah, following the road signs, following the rules, and yeah, just generally driving. Headed back to the assessment centre, and yeah, basically pulled up, said well done, you've passed. So yeah, it was one of those things. It's not rocket science, but I think it's a little bit more intense than I just kind of expected. I don't know what I was expecting, if I'm honest. It's been so long since I've been in a truck that and maybe it was just all a little bit daunting because of that aspect alone. But yeah, all in all, a good experience. I'm happy that I've done it, and looking forward to January to being able to get back in the trucks and yeah, show you guys what it's like to drive here. I am gonna sort of, I don't know, I'll look into what I want to do with this channel. I'm kind of just making it about, it's a vlog really, like part of it is about moving to Australia and helping people to move to Australia, but also part of it is my work life, which is trucking, or has been trucking for the past however many years I've been doing this now. I don't remember now, it's been a while. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.